This video was sponsored by Enhance, Elbilmek, a bit planner, Kempower and Bilkomponenter. Yo, what's up? Today and this weekend I was supposed to test the Citroën EC3, and then there must have been a misunderstanding and I don't have that press car. So then I figured, okay, I have an opportunity to test the e-Golf. So previous test, 500 kilometer challenge, we managed to, well, improve the time as the weather became warmer. But now I'm wondering, is it going to be better or not? Well, so let me explain here. Now it's, well, actually 17th of May. So it's getting warmer since last time when I tested. Last time I tested, it was 6 to 8 degrees Celsius, something like that. But then the battery temperature started at 7.5 degrees. Now it is a lot worse, 19 degrees Celsius starting temperature. So you guys know it, e-Golf rapid gates. So, okay, you know, this is the name of the game. When it gets warmer outside, you have lower consumption, and in theory you need less charging. But the downside is that the starting temperature is higher. So we had to find out, is this going to be faster or slower than before? So just like other 500 kilometer challenges, we start from here, Jessheim, we drive south to the Swedish border, turn around, head north again, all the way to Rudshøgda, and then turn back. And then by the time we are back here in Jessheim, that should be 500 kilometers. So we will start now in a couple of minutes. We are on the move now. So the starting time was 21:42, kind of odd time. It's a Saturday night, but it's 17th of May, yes? So we should have no roadworks, that's one thing, but also very low traffic. So I will apply the Leaf Toyota driving style and strategy here. Well, actually it's quite complex based on what I've learned in the past, is that in the beginning when the battery is not that hot, I will cruise at 100 kilometers per hour GPS speed, 105 on the speedo, but eventually I will change my behavior. But also, regardless of how hot the battery is, from the start I will go fast. I will actually coast downhill and I will go slow uphill, because that will cause less heat buildup. Especially going slow uphill will help reduce or avoid the battery from heating up. But compared to the previous run we had, this time it is warmer outside, even at night now, evening, it's 13.5 degrees Celsius, so the whole run is going to be warmer, and that means that the consumption should be lower, and that means we have less need for charging and less rapid gate. So actually right now, I don't even run HVAC because it's nice and warm, warm enough, but eventually I can run some heating. We are now at the Rygge, first charging stop, and the battery temperature, to my surprise, went up quite little, only from 19 to 22.5 degrees. Actually, for the first 90 kilometers, it only went up 2 degrees Celsius, 2.5, and then towards the end, it went up slightly more. So you want to also avoid going too deep. We arrived at 12%. It seems higher here, but you see 19% there is 13% here on the charger. So yeah. As long as the battery is not overheated, then we get 40 kilowatt or 42 something. All good, but wow, look at this. Big difference versus when we drive when it's colder, because we managed to drive 103 kilometers before we had the first stop. So already 1/5 of the challenge is done. But from here, it's going to be slower and slower for every time we charge now. Wow, it's 6 minutes past 11 and there's still some brightness there in the skies. You're gonna love Nordic summers. We've been charging for 17 minutes and look at that speed. As long as the battery is nice and cold-ish, right, around 10-20 degrees Celsius, then we get this flat curve all the way to 70, well, I'm not sure, 77% maybe? Yeah, well, okay. We can probably kiss goodbye to this charging session, this charging speed, right? And the rest of the challenge. Yeah, there it starts throttling now. but it's still fast. I want to camp maybe to around 80-85% before I go. All right, that was a nice charging stop. We charged to around 82%. And then, as always, I want to drive like a Toyota driver, which means accelerating slow. I don't want to have too high power output. So let's just slowly accelerate. Battery heated up to 31 degrees Celsius. Okay, so this time I'm not going to bother. Oh shit, I just realized I forgot to clean the windscreen. Oh, sorry for that. I'll try to clean it on the other legs. But I will not bother recording a time lapse because I see that nothing happens with the battery temperature for the first 10 minutes anyway, and then suddenly it starts going up or down. So we just have to see once we arrive at the next charger, yeah, how it's going to be. Are we getting kind of low-ish on juice again? Well, low meaning around 25% battery left. But yeah, you see, to my surprise, the battery didn't heat up that much. We went from 31 to 32 degrees Celsius only, and that is after driving 58 kilometers. Wow! You know, I wonder if that equilibrium temperature is close to 35 degrees. When we drive like this now. So that is good news, because at 35 degrees Celsius we are not going to replicate that much. But yeah, so we'll now drive, I'm not sure how far, maybe in 7 kilometers. You can see it up in the corner there, going to Sarpsborg, and then we'll see. But I think ideally I want to arrive at around 10, somewhere between 10 and 15%. Right, second charging stop, we arrive with 32.5 degrees Celsius. Still no rapid gate, but it might replicate by the end of this session. Uh-oh, but you see, we're still getting maximum speed for now, yeah. Nice location, Uno X. They have the price here on the column there, 4.8 NOK per kilowatt hour. And then over there, we have recharge. They usually have around 5.7 NOK per kilowatt hour. So of course, me, who's half Nordlanding and half Sunnmøring, I want to go for the cheapest charging option. But and also they provide with the card payment. Let me see. Active out there, I can see here. Wait, yeah, okay, wait, can I see more stats? Yeah, look at that. Huh? Nice. Okay, anyway, another pit stop. Okay, we should be at around 72% now. And it throttles slightly earlier, but you see the battery has heated up to 37.5 degrees. Let me check outside at the charger. Yeah, slightly slower than the previous session. So, just like the previous session, I will leave soon. I don't want to camp on 25 kilowatt for too long. So now it's starting to ramp down. It's time to leave. All right, that was a charging stop to 80%. Battery is heated up to 38.5 degrees now. Oh yeah, this stop was also less than 20 minutes long. So I mean, it would be great if you can charge for less than 20 minutes every time, right? Well, we'll see. But now I wonder, will the battery temperature drop or will it rise? Because as long as we can stay below 40 degrees Celsius, then the rapid gate is not that bad. So we'll see. Yeah, it'll be interesting on the next stop what's gonna happen. We are now at Vinterbro. This is a bit unusual stop, but actually, you know, for 500 kilometer challenge, it had happened before that I came here. That was with the Soul, with the upgraded battery, and I needed 200 amp CHAdeMO plug, which they have here, Ion chargers. So yeah, I arrived with maybe high-ish juice. Let me see. Oh, look at this. we're still getting 40 kilowatt. Oh yeah, for now it's still okay. But it seems like we arrived with around 15%. But there were no other option, because actually from here to the next charger is like a little gap. Yeah, a 10-kilometer gap. But that's too much for this old car. But yeah, I noticed that on this drive, the battery temperature stayed the same. Actually, it went down 0.5 degrees Celsius and then went up again. So maybe we have found the equilibrium for what the battery temperature can be, right? Without going too fast or too slow when you drive. But now it will rise again. Oh, I went to the gas station, grabbed some food, and then went to the restroom. And it came back to this, 36 kilowatt. We are rapid gating. Yes, on the 3rd charging session. Battery temperature is 40.5 degrees Celsius. Uh-oh. The question is, will it drop now if we start driving? Because I'm only planning on driving 29 kilometers from here to, you can see it up there, to Circle K Furuset. And then from there, I will go to Dal. And then I could be riding on the Ioniq wave. Because in the past here, yeah, the other chargers, they are expensive. Actually, this charger we are at now costs 6 NOK per kilowatt hour. But at Dal, I can get away with 3 NOK only. So I think we should have enough now already. All right, this time the battery heated up to 41.5 degrees Celsius. Yeah, okay, we're going to be driving past Oslo, so we have to go slow anyway, right? Ideally, we need to drop the temperature to below 40 degrees again. Will that happen? Well, let's find out. We are now at Cleavage, or what, Shell, yeah. I need to top up here quickly. Battery is overheating, but finally I'm gonna clean the windscreen. And okay, we have to check now, we're on Kempower, all right. So how bad is it now? Just need a quick top up because I wanna get onto the Ioniq wave. Yeah, 35 kilowatt, okay, I'll take it. We just need to charge it for maybe 5 minutes. Because this was strange, we drove 53 kilometers. First I wanted to stop earlier, but I noticed that the battery temperature didn't drop. Maybe because we've been gaining elevation, so we arrived at 41 degrees. I wanted to get it below 40, so, well, there's not much we can do, right? Kudos to ST1 for providing trash bins, but also washing equipment right by the Kempower. ABC. Always be cleaning. Okay, now that the battery temperature is at 41.5 degrees Celsius and rapid gate is a fact, then I'm going to be driving slower. This is also part of the strategy, is to cruise at around 85 kilometers per hour GPS speed, and that should yield the best speed overall. But previously when we didn't rapid gate, then it paid off to go faster. So we'll just have to see now by the end of the challenge if this was faster or not. 294 kilometers now. Oh man, we're at Ioniq. So not sure what else to say. I tried to go as fast as possible. I used all my ninja tricks. At least we are now paying only 3 NOK per kilowatt hour. But, well, okay, 32 kilowatt. Let's see how long it lasts then before it throttles even more. Oh shit, it seems like the inevitable is happening. Battery temperature is 44 degrees Celsius again. Seems like no matter what you do, how gentle you are on the throttle, what kind of ninja tricks you use, this car will hit high battery temperatures. This is painful to watch. We used to have way faster charging sessions. Now we're down to 28 kilowatt, actually more like 26 kilowatt. And then 2 kilowatt goes into heating up the car. So I'm doing a little trick here where I set the preheating schedule in the car, and then set 28 degrees Celsius, 28.5 actually. So it will then pull extra power to heat up the cabin nicely, so that once you're not driving, we spend less energy. So yeah, I calculated I need 70%. So, well, in 5 minutes maybe. Uh-oh, the battery temperature is 44.5 degrees Celsius. We charged 70%. We're gonna drive 47 kilometers now to the next Ioniq charger. Oh shit. Okay, hopefully we will cool down the battery, right? All right. Okay, so I'll be cruising at 95 on the speedo, which is 90 GPS speed. And then we have some, we have some headwind now. Uh-oh, that's not good. But it's 11 degrees outside. Wow, nice. We are now at Ioniq Tongan. I'm using 200 kilowatt charger. Do I need 200 kilowatt? I don't think so. Because now we're getting, uh-oh. Are we getting only 20? Okay, it's ramping up. Come on, come on, come on. Can we get 30 at least? The battery is at 43 degrees Celsius. Okay, it's ramping up slowly. But we arrive with 26%, or 20, yeah, something. Oh, we get over 30 kilowatt. No. Dude, I was looking at something here. Shit. 32 for now. I'll take it. We are back on the road again. Now the battery is at 45 degrees Celsius. Oh shit. ABC, always battery cooking. Okay, but we'll be saved by the bell, kind of, because next stop will be Rudshøgda. That's the end point. And then if you look at the clock now, we started at 21:42, so we are almost at the 6-hour mark. And we are done. Wait, view, driving data. 363 kilometers. Oh, okay. We're getting kind of close to the end now. We just have to hold on a little bit more. But, it's cold now. We've been running at around 14 to 12 degrees Celsius throughout the night, but now it is at the coldest time before the sun rises soon. Wow, look ahead. I'm gonna zoom in, see better. Oh, okay, sorry, it's a bit downhill. I found a milkman. He's out delivering milk. Look at, oh, dude, I'm doing 90 kilometers per hour. Wait, he's pulling away from me. What? Wait. Coasting, neutral, go. I'm coasting in neutral now. Hunker down, let's go catch the milkman. No, wait, I'm losing speed, what? I need to boost more speed here, okay. Wait, huh, really? If I go to neutral, I'm losing speed. Really? Wait. The milkman is pulling away from me. He's pulling away. Come back here. Shit. But, good thing the battery temperature is cooling now. It was at 45 degrees Celsius. Now it's at 44 degrees. I guess there's a slight advantage that it's 9 degrees Celsius outside. Maybe I should try to drive behind the milkman. He's going schnell, almost faster than me. At least downhill is going faster than me, and uphill he goes slightly slower. He's my perfect drafting buddy. Wait, only problem is that I need to go closer. Come on, okay. Need to spend some power here. Get closer to the milkman. That's it, the milkman exited here. But I was able to drive behind him for a while, and look at the consumption. 139 watt-hour per kilometer. Wow. The HVAC is off because I've been preheating to 28 degrees in the cabin. So now I can drive without heater, yeah. ABC always be cheating. Okay, let me go back to cruising at 95 on the speedo again. All right, now we go to Rudshøgda, but we'll actually arrive with a little bit too much juice, but no big deal, right? Oh, 43 degrees Celsius. All right, so we did drop a little bit. We are now at Rudshøgda, and this is the second to last charging stop. And then, man, the e-Golf made it here. I still haven't found a name for him. Maybe I can call him Igor. Okay, but we actually arrived with 30%. Yeah, so that means that I don't need to charge a 65% or something next time. I can charge around 50 maybe, since now we have downhill and tailwind. Oh, look at that. We're still getting okay speed in the beginning now. Wait, what's that? Click. Oh, okay, still going. Oh, this is great. We start the next leg now by coasting downhill. Okay. Yeah, battery is at 44 degrees. Okay, it's still not crazy high. We managed to average around over 30 kilowatts. So now we're gonna go back to Innlandsporten, and that'll be the last stop. What is that? Polizei? Maybe looking for me. Oh shit! Wait, I need to go fast now. Okay, don't wanna go too slow either. Okay, let me see what we're getting. I arrived with around 15% something, or was it 17%? We're still taking 32 kilowatt. That's okay speed. Yeah, but this is the last charging stop. So, it's already bright outside. What's the time now? 5. Well, yeah, almost 5 in the morning. Yeah, there's Russ. It's 18th of May. Russ, they have a gathering over there. Lots of Russebus. But okay, anyway, let's get inside the car. It was hot, but only 43 degrees Celsius. But now I don't want to fire up the car, because when you turn on the car, then the preheating will stop. And then actually, if I turn on the car, then I can run the heater, but then it adds on the trip meter. So I'm too lazy to do that. So that's why the data here in car scanning is not updated unless you start the car. So it's kind of weird, but okay, whatever. Look, I just noticed this. When you go here and you choose this, okay, oh, now it's going slower. But if you could go to charging details here, you can see the charging curve. Well, it's a bit dark maybe. There, you can see all the stats here. Average charging speed. Well, this is with a preheating going on also. Look at this, this is pretty cool, huh? It's even better than Kempower, maybe. Yeah, Kempower doesn't... Dude, no, I was looking at something here. Shit. Kempower doesn't give you not all the average speed and all that stuff. But at least Kempower keeps the screen up. Here, I don't know what's the fuss about having to go back to that home screen all the time. But okay, I calculated that we need 53%, so we're almost good to go. How long can we see this before it disappears again? Oh, you see now it starts dipping here. Oh. There's it, the last leg now. And I'll still be cruising at 90 on the GPS speed for now, but yeah, we had 453 kilometers, and the way we count time is that we take current time plus 2 hours and 18 minutes, so we just passed the 7.5 hour mark. Whoa, what the heck? The old time was 8:25. It seems like it might finish in 8 hours. Huh? Really? Okay. Now we're just gonna hammer down, and then towards the end, if I see I can go faster, then I will of course go faster. Oh, I found a bus I can drive behind. is going at roughly the same speed I want to go at anyway, but then by going behind the bus I'll be saving energy so I can go faster towards the end. Okay, we just used all the tricks we can now, and this is actually not cheating, it's totally allowed. Okay, let's do the countdown. 4990, 4991, 4992, 4993, 4994, 4995, 4996, 4997, 4998, 4999, 500 times 543, 8 hours. Whoa, consumption 163 watt-hour per kilometer. What? That is a 25-minute improvement. Awesome. Now I'm almost out of juice. 10 kilometers of range left. Oh, okay. Let me turn around and go to Ioniq Dal. Wait, or do I proceed? Okay, let me figure out something. Oh yeah, we are at the sanctuary, Ioniq Dal. The battery is cooking now, 43.5 degrees Celsius. Let me see, how many kilowatt are we getting? 28 kilowatt? Okay, whatever. After 500 kilometers, maybe it's time to bail out for the night or day or whatever. So how was it possible to improve the time by so much? Compared to the previous run, the consumption was a lot higher because it was colder, because this car has no heat pump. So it seems to suffer from that part, that it's colder, right? And then the consumption also goes up because of drag part. So, yeah, I'm not sure if whatever ninja trick about some drafting, not going that fast uphill and so on, coasting downhill, if it made that much of a difference. Maybe it was more of the external factors that, cause us to improve so much. So yeah, at least now we know that it is possible to improve it, but I'm not sure if we can improve it even further. Every time we test now, we get better and better results. What if it's 25 degrees Celsius outside, right? Okay, one thing that could make this better was if the starting temp on the battery was lower. But what I know usually is that if it's cold, let's say 10 degrees, it was at 19 degrees when it started, the battery temperature would just rise faster in the beginning. So maybe it doesn't make that big of a difference. Yeah, but this might be the last time I test this e-Golf now. I feel like I've beaten the dead horse enough, but I just wanted to know, was it possible? Yes, it was possible. So maybe the tricks I used today actually made a difference. Yeah, so maybe you guys, if you have an e-Golf, you can try to use the same tricks and then it will make the trip faster. So that's gonna be for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching and talk to you later.